Hey guys, Colleen here. Happy New Year, guys. This is crazy. It's 2019. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. It was holiday time. Forgive me if I look a little sleepy in this video. I am somewhat sleepy. It's bright, but I was like, I had to do this. But anyhow, welcome to all my returning subscribers. Welcome to new subscribers. If you just clicked on this video because of the title and you want to see what the hell this girl has to say, thank you for coming. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now that I have thrown in my shameless plug, I am going to give my 2 cents on this Beautylish Lucky Bag launch of 2019. And it's gonna be a long video. I'm telling you one time, right? So make sure you have your cup of tea to sip on while you hear me blab. I do. And yeah, I will leave timestamps in the description box below in case you want to skip ahead to a particular topic that you are more interested in hearing about. So yeah, so let's get on with this spiel, right? Now, to tell you how serious this thing is, well, at least how seriously I've taken on this topic, I've made notes, segmented notes, just to structure my thoughts, you know, my observations and whatnot. I will be including screenshots and pictures of things just as examples to demonstrate certain points. So yeah, I mean, if you want to follow along to them too, you could always pause the video to read you know, those particular screenshots where there's messages and whatnot. But let's get into this video. So the Beautylish Lucky Bag. Now, I don't know, for those who are familiar, you know, but let me get it. Beautylish is a beauty website where they retail online. I don't think they have a physical store, even though I've heard that they do pop up stores for beauty conventions and beauty trade shows and whatnot. But it's an e-commerce business. They have a website and they sell high-end and luxury beauty items: makeup, hair care, skincare, nails, tools, right? And they're pretty pricey, but the products are really high quality. Now, Beautylish is not sponsoring this video, so don't think I am, you know, some kind of affiliate and whatnot. I shop on Beautylish, but not as much because you know, it's expensive. But I do shop on Beautylish. I wouldn't say, I don't know if I'd necessarily be defined as a loyal customer. I started shopping there in 2016 because I think they were one of the first sites to carry the Ordinary brand skincare, and that's a very affordable skincare, and that's how I introduced myself to shopping on that site. I buy things here and there from Beautylish, but they have not replaced my mainstay beauty websites, and that is Sephora and Nordstrom. You know, they are a distant third in terms of me buying things. But anyhow, now the Lucky Bag, right? The Beautylish adopted a Japanese custom that's typically celebrated in Japanese New Year, where they give back to customers by giving them a deal, I guess, where they buy this mystery bag, and in it has all these goodies that they pay a fraction of what the bag really retails for, right? Yeah, so like I indicated, I only started shopping Beautylish in 2016, but this beauty hear me beauty, this lucky bag promotion that they they offer. I think it has been going on even before that. I've seen unboxing videos on YouTube as far back as 2015 for a 2014 deal. Typically how they do it, like they offer the lucky bag for sale the day after Christmas, right? That's the 26th. In Commonwealth countries we call it Boxing Day. For those international people who know what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs up there. You know, Boxing Day, and you purchase it for the following year, January, because they typically ship out the boxes in January. So that is why it adopts the name of the year it ships out. So if you're ordering 2018, it's for the 2019 bag, and vice versa. Anyhow, so getting on to what it is, right? So these bags are basically randomly packed with a lot of high-end goodies, right? And in the past they had just the regular lucky bag, and I guess because it got so very popular, they created a new category called the XL. Now the regular bag is $75 US, and they say you're guaranteed at least $150 worth of product in it. They have since expanded that category. I think they expanded it in, and anybody who knows, who is more familiar, could, I'm subject to correction, you know, these are my opinions and whatnot. I believe they introduced the XL version in 2016 for the 2017 lucky bag, right? And in those you pay $150 US, and you're guaranteed at least $350 worth of products, right? And I will insert in here examples of what people would have gotten over the years from these lucky bags, right? Now, you know, and it's really a lot of high-end products, you know. Now for me, I have always missed it, so this is actually my first year getting, well, actually remembering to get the Beautylish Lucky Bag and actually successfully getting one. I was lucky enough to snag an XL bag, and I'll give you the story behind how I did that. Maybe be able to give you some tricks as to how to get one for the upcoming one, which is in 2020. Yeah, it seems like a far away, but I know. Yeah, they only do it once a year. They only do it once a year. They do it after Christmas, you know. For me, I think in years past, the reason why I haven't gotten it is either because I didn't remember, or I was just flat broke, because I would have spent all my Christmas money, you know, leading up to the days before Christmas, and homegirl had no dinero to pay to buy a Beautylish bag, because the money that you get has to stretch through, you know, at the end of January, and everybody knows there's 4 months in January, right? So anyhow, so yeah, so those were in years gone. As it relates to the policy for the 2019 bag, I noticed there were quite a few changes, some big changes actually. The first big change was the fact that they expanded the categories of the Beautylish bags that would have been available for purchase. You not only had the regular bag for $75 and the XL bag for $150, but you also had the regular bag. It was called the buy one give one, where you buy one regular bag and another regular bag is donated to a children's hospital. I forgot the name of it, but I'll put it in the screen somewhere below, where you're donating a regular bag to a teen in the hospital. And Beautylish said, you know what, we will match we will match your order in that category and we will give a bag. So it's like basically you get one and you're donating two, which I think was really nice. And it cost $150, and I think that was the only lucky bag where you were given free shipping, you know. And the other one was the Jeffree Star lucky bag, where you pay $75 and you get a minimum $150 worth of only Jeffree Star products, you know. But that doesn't mean you might not get Jeffree Star products in your regular bags, you know, because I've seen people get Jeffree Star in the regular ones, and you know, some people like it, some people don't like it, you know. To each his own. So I noticed Beautylish changes their policies on what they offer for the Beautylish Lucky Bags, and in terms of access to. So I've noticed, at least in the past 2 years, the policy has not been consistent. There were fundamental changes. The first I noticed was the categories of lucky bags they offered, right? The second is in terms of the access, and I know this was a huge issue this year. It was a huge issue last year, but because I did not partake, I'm not as confident with the accuracy in that, but I can tell you what happened this year, you know. So like this year, the policy for early access, right? Beautylish has this link where you can sign up for early access to shop the lucky bags, right? And when I say lucky bags, I mean all categories, whether it be the regular, the XL, the Jeffree, the buy one get one, right? I watched this girl's video where she was giving tips and tricks. I try to remember, I think it's Glittery Life or something like that, because she did a video just before the 2019 bags launched, right? And she was giving like helpful tips on what you should do, because these bags sell out. I've never seen, well, in this particular instance, I've never seen a commodity sell out that quickly. And I will get into what was my experience the day of the launch. You know, again, I'll have timestamps for this video because I know I'll be rambling. So anyways, getting back to the, now Beautylish's policy for the 2019 bag is they had a early access link that you could sign up. No, they had a deadline for this early access link. I think it was up to Christmas midnight, right? And by then they locked it off, right? It was like done deal. So like what I did, I googled, no, I didn't Google. What I did is I went on the Beautylish website and I typed in Lucky Bag 2019 and I was able to get the link. I signed up for the early access link earlier in 2018, but then because of a level of paranoia with me, I did reconfirm the early access link, because then and I think I would have done that either on the 17th or 18th of December, just to make sure. And then after that, I was getting emails from the CEO with reminders. But anyhow, so when I got the email confirming early access link and then the reminders, the policy this year was, okay, shoppers got, those who signed up for early access link got 1 hour to shop before it was open to the general public, right? And I know in years gone, they actually had a three-tiered system. It seems as if they didn't have adopted that same three-tiered system this year. I think back in 2017 email, I'll put a screenshot or something like that, they did offer priority early access to those customers who spent $1,000 and over on their website, and they got 2 hours early access, and then those who signed up for early access got 1 hour, and then there was the link for general, oopsie, you know, for the general public. I did not see that this year in terms of those who spent $1,000 getting priority early access over everyone else. It was just early access 1 hour, and then after that it was open to the general public. I think, I'm trying to remember, the launch for early access was, I think, around 9 Pacific Standard Time, which is 12 p.m. Pacific, Eastern Standard Time, sorry. I live in Trinidad, so early access, I know you guys in North America, I know in the States, because I've experienced it, y'all are in the, well, daylight savings time, so y'all are like an hour behind. So for Eastern Standard Time, because that's the time zone Trinidad falls under, it ought to have been really 1 o'clock. So in 1 o'clock Trinidad time it launched, right? Now, yeah, so getting into what exactly happened for me, like I said earlier, I was stupid late for the 2018 bag. Probably didn't have any money in any event to just dash even on a $75 bag, because I mean, by I guess by the standards of the currency, US standards, it is expensive to just toss on something that you're not sure you're gonna get. Is makeup gambling. You really don't know what you're gonna get, and I noticed that from all the unboxing videos I've watched. You know, you really don't know what you're gonna get, and if you are a serious makeup addict, a junkie, let me take a sip. Like, I think I kind of fall in that category, but not so much, because I have been curbing it. But yeah, if you're a serious makeup junkie and you are accustomed, especially to shopping on the Beautylish website, when you buy these boxes, I've noticed that you run into the problem of getting duplicates in some particularly high-end products, and that may or may not be a good thing. The good thing is, I'm sorry, I checked in my notes there. The good thing is, yeah, the good thing is that, like, the community, the customer community, from what I've seen, they either sell or swap items, which is cool. I don't know if I will be able to do that, because I live in Trinidad, and I don't know if many people in Trinidad have purchased the Beautylish Lucky Bag. If you are a Trini, let me know in the comments below. I mean, I always have the option of selling, because it really doesn't make sense for me to swap. I'll probably have to swap with someone overseas, and then the shipping costs and stuff like that just ain't gonna make sense to me, you know. So anyhow, so yeah, it's like makeup gambling basically. So you run the risk of getting duplicates. I've noticed too that Beautylish tends to get rid of some very limited edition items that they no longer list on this site, but like they just want to get rid of the stock. You know, I've seen things come broken, I've seen things come and the product inside looks separated and it looks old. But the good thing about Beautylish is they do have really good customer service. So what I've seen is like when people have issues with any of the items they got, they can contact the customer service rep and get a replacement for it. I know these bags are non-refundable, non-returnable or something like that. I've seen that in the policy, you know. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they listed. But I'm going to recount now what exactly happened to me on the day of the launch. 26 December 2018, Boxing Day, day after Christmas. So your girl was pretty pumped. I am part of a Facebook beauty group. Actually, I created the Facebook beauty group. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to join. Please join the family, the beauty chat room family. It's a really nice group. It's a nice little community. I think we have a little over 27,000 members in there, and everybody's just so very nice. But anyhow, so like days leading up to it, I was hyped and I was hyping members in the group. I was like, hey, y'all sign up, y'all getting it, what again? And I really would have learned of this Beautylish Lucky Bag through members in the group. So members like Alicia and Khadijah and Sherry, they would have more or less educated me on how cool these lucky bags are. Of course, after that I went on YouTube and binge watched all these unboxings, and I just like, wow, this, I mean, it's a gamble, yeah, but it's a good gamble because you're at least getting guaranteed twice and sometimes more than twice what you've paid for. The question would be, can I use those products? You know what I mean? Is it, you know, my vibe? Can it work for me? Stuff like that. But I like the fact that I would be able to get stuff that I might not necessarily either get or afford. So I was like, you know what? We doing this, Colleen. We getting this bag. So that was my pep talk to myself, you know. So I was late, but I signed up for early access. So when I signed up for early access, I got an email a couple days before Christmas, I think around the 22nd or so, from the CEO of Beautylish, you know, basically saying, hey, remember, for those, sign up, blah blah blah. So he was given some information in these emails, you know, like frequently asked questions on what they were offering that year. And that's when I noticed they expanded the categories of the types of boxes you could get. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I said, but I still wanted to get either the regular bag, or if I could get the XL bag. Now mind you, the XL bag is only available for purchase by once you have a US address or in the US, right? So anyhow, it's not available internationally, and I'm international. Anyhow, getting back to it, so I have received you know, the notice, and I would have refreshed my application like I mentioned, and I noticed, well, the deadline for sign up was Christmas midnight or so. We'd have been discussing it in the Facebook forum, you know, what it is you want to get. So everybody was like really hyped, you know, who wanted to get the XL and who was like even going so far as to what they hope to get in the bags. For me personally, I really don't have any expectation of any specific item, you know, because I don't want to be all hyped up and be disappointed. I'm just excited for the mystery because it's been a while since I've been surprised. So I really did it for that, and to see, well, let me see what I could grow my makeup collection and what like that. You know, so people were talking about specific items they got in the past and what they were hoping to get in the new bag, you know, and we were just like hyping up each other, you know, like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna get so and so. And so it was really exciting for us, at least the ones in the forum, you know. And then of course it would have alerted others who were just completely unaware or new to it, you know, in terms of the existence of this lucky bag, you know, and what they had to do in order to get one, right? So on the day after I got that email, I got another email from the CEO of Beautylish. Again, you know, I guess they're trying to build up the hype and the anticipation, and then rightfully so, to remind people who, you know, who are interested in getting the bag, hey, the bag is coming up, right? So, you know, I would have done a lot of research. I would have done a year's worth of research on the lucky bags. So like I said, I knew exactly what I wanted to get, right? I believe well, all well past Christmas Day did I get an email. I think Christmas Day I did get another email, but this one was more of a reminder, set your alarm kind of email, because they did give the times when the launch was supposed to start for early access and then for general public. So of course, you know, homegirl set her alarm. I set it for 12, forgetting completely daylight savings time. So your girl, the day after Christmas, was perched in front of her computer, right? I watched this Glittery Life's video on her tips, which I did follow, and then there were certain things that I did to make sure that, you know, there were no glitches, at least, or hiccups, not glitches, hiccups for me in getting a bag. So like, I made sure my information on the Beautylish website was entered and updated. I made sure there was nothing in my shopping cart, because Beautylish, in their email on the frequently asked questions, they did indicate that you could only buy the lucky bag on that day. You cannot add items in the cart, it wouldn't process. So I did have a couple items saved in my cart, you know, so I did clear it out, because I was like, your girl ain't going to get messed up this time around, because she missed it last time and she had to wait about a year for it, and there's not another spiel. So yeah, I did that, right? And I was checking my junk mail to see when the link would come, because I honestly thought it was coming at 12. So when 12:01 hit, homegirl was freaking out, because I was like, why I didn't get the link? Oh my god, start freaking the frig out. I was like, no. You giving me heart palpitations here. You're gonna give me a mini heart attack. What is going on? Refresh. Went on, I think it's either Twitter or IG, to see, check the forums to see what was going on, and everybody was like, did it launch? Like, no, it launched in the next hour. I was still like bugging out, so I ended up calling customer service, and the girl was really nice. She's like, no, you know, you're early, it's starting in the next hour, so you know, just be on your mobile device, you know, to refresh to get the link. So I was like, alright, early. So during that time, I think I just went, I got a snack, a beverage, and I was just like straddling between my junk mail, Beautylish website, and then all the Beautylish forums to see what was going on. I was like paranoia on 1000 kind of situation, right? And like my plan going in was, let's see if we can get the XL bag. If I can't get the XL bag, then I'll just get a regular one. And for those who are most confused, because you know I'm not located in the States, you're like, wait, but if the XL bag is not available internationally, why even considering it? I have a US address, so I'd have just shipped it to that US address and then made arrangements for it to ship to me. So I didn't count myself out in the fight to get an XL bag. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. So then homegirl got the confirmation link. No lie, the email came in 1:01 Trinity time, which is 12:01 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know, like a spirit came over me when I saw the link. I just clicked once on the link, and then it took me to a private page, because not everybody had access, obviously. A private page. I saw all the little sumo guys with the bag and the categories. I saw XL. Click on XL. It took me to my cart. Click checkout. Got my confirmation. Homegirl got an XL lucky bag, and I was like, yeah. So then I was like, okay, well, let's see what's going on now, because let's just see. And then I started to panic a little bit, I like to tell you, because I remember reading somewhere that there was fair to medium, medium to deep, right? Because I think there was that option, but I was like, did we have that option for XL? Because I don't recall seeing that, and I was like, oh my god, what if I got the wrong shade bracket, because I'm a deep complexion girl. Only to realize the option wasn't there at all. So Beautylish, just a word of advice for the XL, I think you should have the same categories for the regular box for the XL box too, please, because I would like to use products that, if there are any complexion products, I'd like to use something that works for my skin tone, especially for the amount of money you're paying, you know what I mean? So please look into that. Yeah, so when I went back on the secret page, and this would have been 4 seconds, guys, after I got my bag, I noticed 2 categories were sold out, and I was like, nah, I can't be serious. 2 categories sold out. XL lucky bags were sold out, and the buy one get one category was sold out. The other 2 remaining categories were the regular bag and the Jeffree Star bag. Like, those were the only 2 that were available after. I'll show some like footage. I would have posted on Snapchat, for those, not Snapchat, Insta stories. Oh my god, sorry, yeah, still sleepy. The caffeine and the tea has not kicked in as yet. Yeah, I'd have posted it on Insta stories to anyone who followed me was like interested in getting a lucky bag. I was like, hey, these are the only 2 categories available, but if you're interested in getting one of those, just go now, get it, you know. But XL was gone, buy one get one was gone, right? And I was just stunned with how quickly those 2 categories sold out. So I went on Beautylish IG page and the Twitter, and I saw so many people complaining. The complaints were piling up, and these would have been people who would have signed up for early access, because this is within like seconds, a minute of me getting my bag. People complaining that they didn't get the link on time. I have seen a girl complain that she got her link 3 minutes late or 4 minutes late, and by then the option she wanted was completely sold out. There was those who complained that they had it in their cart, the XL bag in their cart, and as they clicked check out, they got notified that it sold out, and they were like, what the French toast is going on here, you know. And the internet was just lit, like, oh my god. People were like cursing and saying, you know, I shop Beautylish for donkey years, I spent over $1,000, how y'all could do this to me. So I could only imagine if the internet was lit. I can imagine how lit Beautylish customer service line was that day, like the balance of that day. I can imagine how lit it was, because man, if it was me, I would have skinned out too. I would have been like, what the frick? Especially in a case where I would have had it in my cart and about to click checkout and it was gone, you know. That's crazy, you know. Like, so I was looking at all the feedback people were giving on it, right? Now, my complaint with Beautylish, like I said, is the skin tone option for the XL bag. They really need to look into that, because the same groups of people who would be purchasing the regular bag would be the same groups purchasing for the XL bag. So why can't you afford them the same option as well, you know? Because there may be a chance that there may be repeats in some products in the XL bag in the regular one, and vice versa. So it's like, oh gosh, continue that, you know, standard throughout, you know what I mean? Just don't have it for the regular bag and not have it for the XL bag, because you're paying more money, you know. You should at least get the same courtesy, you know. So anyhow, so like, coming out of that experience, and I know I've only experienced it once, but I feel as if I don't know, like that Beautylish launch situation was like a scene from Hunger Games. It's like all the tributes come, and there's a pile of ammunition and weapons they have to run and get, and everybody's scrambling to get it. That's how that Beautylish launch felt to me, like I was in the Hunger Games. No lie. It was crazy, you know. But anyhow, like, what I would recommend to anyone who's new to Beautylish and looking at my video and wondering, okay, well, this is like some real wellness, how do I ensure that I get the lucky bag that I want? Because I mean, not everybody will want an XL bag. Not everybody can afford to get an XL bag. For me, I just saved my money because the exchange rate alone, you'll be like, what the frick? Like, my Trini viewers will be like, ooh, that plenty money, boy. It is a lot of money. It is a lot of money by even American standards. It's a lot of money by international standards. It's a lot of money, you know. Yeah, so anyone getting any of the bags, first thing I want you all to remember, because I see a lot of people gripe about what they get after. Now, this is if you're lucky to get. Remember, you're taking your money and you're gambling. You don't know what you're getting. So, like, okay, girl is wide awake now. The caffeine is now kicking in. I'm sorry I look a little ratchet. I usually don't. But this is not one of those looking cutesy kind of videos. I'm sorry. And I do apologize for the construction work in the background. I don't know. Like in 2019 they're just digging again. You would have heard that all throughout my videos in 2018. It's annoying. And I do apologize to those coming to view, especially the newbies. I am a very small YouTuber. This is a hobby. I don't have a soundproof studio because it's not my job. You know, this is just me talking. I'm sitting down here in front of my vanity. And anyways, so yeah. So getting back. So my notes, and this is for anyone who is interested in snagging, getting a Beautylish bag, whatever is your price point, whatever is your preference. Just remember first and foremost that this is a gamble. You do not know and you have absolutely no control over the items that will be sent to you should you be lucky enough to procure a bag. I've seen some really great bags where people get Tatcha 5-pan pallets in the regular ones, and in the XL the big 28-pan pallets that's over 230 US. I've seen some really sucky bags and I've seen the disappointment on people's faces, like, really, this is what you're sending? So for me, I mean, it could happen to me where I'm just really happy with what I get, or I'm super bummed out. I am human. I am allowed to be, but I understand and appreciate it's a gamble I'm taking, and I'm fine with that, because at least in terms of the returns on my quote-unquote investment, the odds are in my favor, you know. The question would be, is it stuff I really want to use, you know? But I always have the option, I could always sell it if it's something I know I wouldn't use. I could sell it, gift it, or put it in a giveaway, you know. So it's a win-win situation for me. At least that's how I view it, right? Second tip, sign up for the early access link. Sign up. There is, it costs nothing, right? It costs nothing to sign up, right? I'll actually have a link for the 2020 bag. I don't know if I'll get it. I may or may not. I don't know what the future holds. That's more than a year away from now. But I did sign up for the 2020 early access link bag. So I will put it there for anyone who might be interested watching and interested. I'll have it there. So sign up, right? Check your junk mail, your spam mail for emails, because I feel as if some people were just not paying attention to what was going on. Like, mark it on your phone calendar, a Beautylish bag launch 26th of December. and then put like a alarm clock, so you kind of know, because I could understand you sign up a year in advance and you just completely forget, because it's not like if you're living whole year for this launch, you know what I mean? You have your life to live, right? Make sure that, and I could say do this the day before just to be on the safe side, clear out your shopping cart. I have read blogs, I have seen comments where people had the XL bag in their clutches only to have it dashed from them because they had stuff lurking in the cart and they had to go in the cart and delete, and by the time they went back to the XL, gone. You have to treat this thing like Hunger Games if you really want to get what you want to get. You're literally competing with everybody for what seems to be an extremely limited commodity, right? Just saying, right? Make sure that the information, your name, your banking information, your shipping address is the same. Not the same, it's consistent, it's updated. Now this is one thing I forgot to mention. Beautylish. Oh, what I needed to mention to you guys, and I don't think I mentioned it. Sorry, I just distracted myself with all the pretty stuff on my vanity. Sorry. What I did not mention is that Beautylish is very militant with the number of boxes one customer could get, right? So basically a customer is entitled to 1 box per account, per banking information, per shipping information. So even if you try to create a separate account with a different email address, if your shipping address is the same and your banking information is the same, you're getting through. So if you're one of those who want to get more than one, you'd have to like ask a friend or family member to buy it for you, you know, with their information. I've seen people do that, you know. Is it always right or fair? Probably not, but at the end of the day, they could do whatever they want to do. It's their money, you know. So yeah, I just need to say that because I don't think I mentioned that at any point in this video. So yeah, make sure all your information is correct, banking, shipping, your name, everything, you know. Check your emails, especially within the days leading up to the launch. You know the date. It's like standard. That's the only consistent thing with Beautylish, the day it launches. Everything else is subject to change. How they release it is subject to change. What they're selling is subject to change. Who could get it, how they get it is subject to change. But the day, from what I have noticed, is the only thing that seems to be quite consistent, you know. Set your alarm and just perch yourself. Quiet corner. Make sure your Wi-Fi is working. I've seen people say, hey, my Wi-Fi messed me up. By the time it launched and my Wi-Fi was working, things sold out, you know. Yeah, it sucks like that. And for me, I prefer being in front of my computer for something like this because then I am able to get a proper view. I don't like checking things on my phone. My eyesight is pretty bad, sorry. I'm half blind. Not really, but I have bad eyesight. So I prefer a big screen to see everything and, you know, to know what's going on. So yeah, so those are my tips for anyone who wants to get a lucky bag. And just, you know, you had to pay attention. You really had to pay attention. Me equating it to Hunger Games is a pretty accurate comparison of what it is you will be faced with, you know, the day of the launch. It's that serious. Now, this is the interesting part of the video. My conspiracy theory, you know, in terms of why things went the way it did for some people and it didn't for others, right? Now, these are my opinions. These are not facts, folks, and you know, you don't have to take it, you don't have to agree with it, but I don't know, just looking back on it, hindsight, just taking in all that has been said and done, and from what I have seen myself, these are my conspiracy theories. Now, the first one is, now, why did the XL bags sell out in seconds? I can't even say in under a minute. I think that is that's not a true reflection of what went down. The bag sold out in seconds, right? Now, this is me again, my opinions. Now, the first beat, the popularity in the XL bags versus all the other regular bags. Well, at least the regular bag, because they brought in new categories. We don't know what will be the status of those. We'll have to see when people do their unboxing videos. But anywho, to me it seems as if even though you're not getting twice as much products in the XL bag as you do in the regular, you're getting some really good big ticket items that either you wouldn't buy for yourself, or you probably had it on your wish list, and you know, it just was not in the budget. Now, I have seen over the years people get the 28-pound Tatcha Denona palettes in the XL, and I think that would have really tipped it over the edge for a lot of people in terms of that demand for that bag, because it's like, man, I get a big pan Tatcha Denona palette, and that's like one of those high-end, I don't even want to say high-end, that's luxury, because I don't know if there is a eyeshadow palette on the market that is as expensive as that, right? I mean, in terms of the whole unit, it's like $239 US. It is flipping expensive, you know. So everybody is like, and you even hear it, like those who get the bag, the XL bag, they be like, I hope I get the big Tatcha Denona palettes, you know, because that's really what they buy the bag for. I have one of those. I got rid of it. It'll be funny if I get it. It'll be funny, you know, because I had it and it's good, but I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, getting back to so that demand for that one particular box is, or bag, sorry, is even more heightened than I'd say the regular. And then I would have seen in a lot of the regular bags some really sucky lucky bags in the regular ones, right? And even if you don't get a Tatcha Denona palette in the XL, there's like Viseart palettes, which are quite expensive too, by Terry, you know, some really high-end products, you know, and you really get more bang for your buck with the XL than with the regular, because the regular you're just guaranteed double, so there's a 50% increase in your input, your investment, whereas with the XL it's like 150, but you get in minimum 350. That is more than double. That's more than double what you put in, you know. And everybody, I don't know, I guess because we are such a you know, capitalist society. I don't want to go all socio-political on you guys, but because we're such a capitalist society, we always place more value and emphasis on the bigger and better things. So if the box is bigger, if the box has more value, we're like, oh well, that's the better one to get. And when you really calculate it, it actually could be the more better one to get. But again, it all depends on your pocket, right? So yeah, and then there is a backlash to all these unboxing videos, right? When you put it out there on the World Wide Web, how great, you know, this deal is. You're increasing the demand. You're advertising for Beautylish in a sense, and you're making it known to general public, hey, this is a deal you can't miss. So when the word gets out that this lucky bag is out, you're gonna have an increased demand in people wanting it. So from what I've seen in years gone, the popularity with these lucky bags has certainly increased. So it would really come as no surprise that with this, the most recent launch, that yeah, it'll have more people competing for this item. Now I don't know if Beautylish catered for or made allowances by increasing the number of bags. We don't know. They are the only ones who could really confirm that. But I could say, at least based on the consumerism side, it has grown. Like, the popularity has grown. There are Facebook pages and forums where you can sell and swap Beautylish items. People do it on IG, people do it on YouTube. I've seen it all, you know. So I would have learned of Beautylish on my Facebook makeup forum, and then I would have gotten more information on the deal on YouTube, you know. And it's not so much the bigger YouTubers, because I've seen a couple big YouTubers talk about it, like Graveyard Girl. I think Tara Babies did one, but then I think she took it down because it had some backlash, some bacchanal with it, you know. But the more smaller YouTubers, they are the ones who really like help Beautylish advertise these lucky bags. And I will be no different, because when I come back with my unboxing video, I know a lot of people will be coming to my page specifically to see that what I got, you know, because it is that line item, you know what I mean? And yeah, it'll just increase the interest and the demand even more. The question of the day is whether Beautylish would put things in place to you know, probably try and more meet the demand, you know, instead of there being like a gap, you know. But I mean, you can never really truly tell how many people would really want it at the end of the day, because yeah, everybody could sign up, like 100 people could sign up for the early access link. Doesn't mean that at the time it launches you will get 100 sales, you know. Things happen, life happen, people don't have the money, people forget, they change their mind, you know, they don't want it again, you know. They're running a business, Beautylish is running a business. So I don't know how best to deal with that issue of meeting the demand, having a supply to meet the demand. I don't know. Perhaps you could give some suggestions. Hopefully Beautylish watches these videos, and you know, I'm not saying that they're all right, but there are things they need to work on, right? But the the system they have in place so far in terms of the early access link, first come first serve, is probably the fairest, most unbiased system that one could have available to everyone, you know, at the point in time. I don't think there is anything that could be more fair than that. You know, I guess we, the customers, consumers, you know, they will always have these little glitches and hiccups that would put one customer with an edge over another, be it they have faster internet or the faster, stronger internet signal. They're probably more in tune, attentive, things like that. I don't know. Or it's just luck of the draw, you know, just luck of the draw. I can't rationalize all the anomalies that took place. I know some people said they got their emails late, but they still were able to get an XL lucky bag. And to me, it seems the whole debate and the whole issue and the whole bacchanal is really surrounding the XL lucky bags, not so much the regular, because the regular bags were available for quite some time. I think those and the Jeffree Star in particular took out a little while to sell out, you know. But I know all the issues really surrounded with the XL bag, and like I said, the demand for that was more, you know. There was a greater demand for the XL bag versus the regular ones, you know. And yeah, this girl said she was able to get an XL bag, and my only reasonable thought, like explanation for her getting an XL bag 4 minutes after it launched, is that someone who may have gotten on earlier and was able to get an XL bag probably cancelled it, you know. They cancelled the order, and one just miraculously popped up at the point in time she was able to get one, you know. I don't know how to explain those anomalies. In terms of people having it in their cart and it disappearing again, I don't know what to say to that. It seems to me the software or algorithms that Beautylish use on their website on a typical basis was different from this day in particular, for this line item, because maybe because it's a limited quantities, with some of them with limited edition items in it. They probably just use a different software, different algorithm. I could be talking complete rubbish, where it did not allow customers to hold the item in the cart. So again, it was simply a case of first come first serve, who was quickest to click checkout. That's what it seemed to me at the end of the day. Who was the quickest to click checkout, you know. And that is the only explanation I could think of as to why the item disappeared from the cart. And that is something that has happened to me on regular websites with regular stuff, you know. I think Beautylish probably did that purposely, because they want to make sure the item sells out. You don't want your limited quantity, limited edition item being held in someone's cart maybe indefinitely while they figure out whether they really need this in their life. I have probably like 20 other customers waiting to try and grab the same thing, but it's showing that it's on hold, you know. I know some websites do that, where they have it on hold, and they have a timer. I know Nordstrom and Hotlook, Nordstrom Rack and Hotlook websites do have that, where they give you a 15-minute window to figure out if you really want this item or not, and they put a timer on it, and then after the timer expires it goes back in stock for the general public to pick up. Maybe Beautylish could look into something along those lines just to make it fairer, I guess, but I don't know how much fairer it is, because you could always have that one schmo who holding it and hold it whole day because they're trying to get their act together. I don't know. I just, again, these are my opinions on theories. It's not fact. You know, you could agree to disagree, you know. But yeah, so yeah, and well, in terms of the access link being emailed at different times, I don't know how that one happened. If there's any merit in those allegations, I would say Beautylish, you all need to work on that. But on the flip side of that, just remembering like the little bit of IT that happens. I know sometimes messages may not come in the same time because the receiver's internet is giving trouble that it might have a delay. Sometimes it's not always the sender, it might be the recipient. But I mean, again, we're speculating here. We don't know exactly what happened 100. All we know is some people were able to get it, some people would, and there are people who are happy and there are people who are salty, you know. I feel lucky to get it, but again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not affiliated. Thank you for listening to my 2 cents on this whole Beautylish launch situation. It's probably more than 2 cents now. I do apologize for the length of the video, but I had a lot to say. I had a lot to say, so much that I had notes just to structure my little spiel instead of me going all over the place, even though I think I did at some points go all over the place. But I hope that I made some points that made some kind of sense for you guys. I told you what happened to me personally in it. Again, I'm not affiliated with Beautylish in any shape or form. They don't know me from a can of paint, so it's not to say that I am pro Beautylish or against Beautylish. They have good customer service here. Do I think there are things they need to work on? Hell yeah. But would it stop me necessarily from buying from them? I don't know. Only time will tell. They have to do real nonsense for me to stop completely. I don't know if I will partake in the 2020 lucky bag. It all depends on finances, my mood, and whether if I want to go through the Hunger Games again. They seem to me to be keep changing the policy, so they clearly keep customers guessing, you know, keep us on our toes, because we can't rely on what happened in previous occasions to really guide what to expect moving forward. But I hope the tips, particularly for the ones who are interested in procuring one in 2020, I hope my tips were helpful to you guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe this video. Please do, because very soon I'll do an unboxing of my Beautylish XL bag on my channel for those who will be interested to see what are some of the possibilities you can get if you sign up, and what I got, and just to see my reaction, because I like to watch unboxing videos. I'm nosy like that. I like to see people's reactions, good or bad, you know. I feel as if I'm living vicariously through people when I watch their unboxing videos. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Today is the 12th of January. I think they said they will start shipping out by the 21st of January, so I'm just about past the midway point of the gestation period of the, you know, getting the notification for shipping. I find they take long, but they probably have their reasons too. So I might be one of the last unboxing videos. I put in my warning up there one time because I'm in Trinidad. I'm based in Trinidad, so it'll go take a while, but be on the lookout for it. Be on the lookout for some of the videos I have lined up. I will be going on a no buy / low buy for 2019. I really want to more focus on makeup application, reviewing stuff that I have been using for quite some time, and I really want to like revamp my organization and storage system of my makeup. So I really want to do something there as it relates to that. So yeah, I think that's about the length of my spiel. So thank you so very much for tuning in. Please forgive the rough look. This is one of those videos where I just didn't feel the need to look all snazzy jazzy. I want to give it to you raw, you know. So yeah, but I don't always look rough in my videos. I promise I do wear makeup from time to time. It's just I didn't feel like it today. I just felt like talking to you guys, sipping on some tea, and just, you know, be talking about something here that I just felt the need to talk about because there aren't that many videos out. But there is a lot of talk on it. So yeah, let me stop rambling at this point. So thank you so very much for tuning in, and until the next time, bye.